So I started working on my truck, trying to fix things on it, and I finally got enough time to work on the coil springs. The work's already done, but on this video I'm gonna show you guys the method that I used to remove the coil springs and to reinstall them, because I had to flip them upside down. So I ended up finding a method that I thought worked for me very well, and it cut a bunch of time from the process. This whole process could take you 2 to 3 hours if you take your time to try to do it safely, but you are gonna need a nice impact wrench. I used a Milwaukee, so before you tackle this job, make sure you're gonna use a powerful impact wrench. Don't use a small impact wrench, or try to do this with manual labor using a manual wrench. It's just not gonna work. It's gonna take too much force, and I don't see how it could be done. Let's just go straight to the video so I could show you guys the method that I used.
Assumes no responsibility or liability for any errors or omissions in the content of this video.
Tires out, time to take out that spring. Outer tie rod comes off. I like to loosen up the lower control arm bolts, that way I can have the max travel down if I have to. I like to remove the shock bolts once I'm already down here. First, make sure you oil your threads with some engine oil, any oil that you got. It comes with 3 washers, put 2 up top. Down flush at the bottom, 1, the thickest one. The fork. Then the big bolt. It should slide in perfectly, which it did. Now that the bolt came through, make sure you clamp onto the bottom of the coil. Cut up some bicycle inner tubes and put them on the hooks. That way it doesn't slide on you when you're hitting it with the impact. For this step, to make sure it's aligned, seams aligned. That way when you start dropping the lower control arm, there's not a whole bunch of tension in there. It just sits on it in a way. At this point, I'm just gonna flip it around, put it back together. I know that in my video when I did the coil spring install, I did it differently. Not only that, but I put the coil spring backwards. This is supposed to be up top. That's supposed to be at the bottom. Got my indent lined up with the coil spring. I got the inner tubes on the hooks. Make sure it's centered. Nice. Pop right in. Hopefully this video helped some of you guys do this job. And if it helped you guys, and you guys tried it and it actually worked, let me know down at the comments. And if you guys have a faster way, I would like to hear them too. Thanks.